guys know we are live in front of the New York Public Library. I'm here with Hondo. Of course, I am Paul Notice. And we have Antonio.
Hi.
These are two of Hondo's closest friends. They have known each other since birth. They were... I was gonna give the background of the plot of Stand By Me, but I can't remember it right now. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna give you a few updates on the news. Let me give you the news. So right now, the Supreme Court is going to be deciding a decision that is based on the murder of a young Mexican teen that was across the border, and it was done by a patrol agent. If you guys don't know about this, the backdrop is basically the teenager was playing on the cliffs, but he was on the side of the Mexican border. The patrol agent just fired and shot and killed him, and there was no recourse or charges pressed. So this comes down again to like nationalism and everything else when it comes to whether or not people are held accountable just because they live across the border. Next up, we have Canada's accepting refugees from Eritrea, Burundi, and the Sudan. They're actually expanding their immigration process so they can handle more immigrants that are coming in from those areas. There's no real upset. There's more of an adjustment to the immigration process and actually converting older buildings into places where you can actually accept more refugees while they're being processed. That's a way to actually handle immigration in a healthy and actually conducive way. I was giving that as an example because honestly what's happening right now in this country is a little bit crazy.
And you forgot to mention how dreamy Justin Trudeau is.
Oh, Justin Trudeau. Oh, and also if you guys have been following these protests that are happening around the country, the Indivisible movement, we have more town hall meetings.
If we do not have a fair and legally elected government, representatives that we can trust, that are not autocrats to sort out these questions, the ACA does not matter.
Investigate Trump.
I am simply a non-political person. I'm an independent, maybe slightly left-leaning person. I live in Somerville, South Carolina. I'm on the board of my Chamber of Commerce. I'm on the board of the Cradle Career Collaborative. I'm an invested citizen in this community. Ever since the election, I have felt like a passenger in a car that's being driven by a drunk driver. Honestly, I didn't support you in the past. You're the only one who's put some slight pressure. We don't know each other personally, but everything I've ever heard about you, I like you. I respect you as a smart and sincere person. But you have not lifted a finger.
No.
More or less just a crowd of both Democratic and Republican voters that are just like kind of crowding around these elected officials. The latest one was Tim Scott. I think there's there's another guy that he basically was saying, he used the word, irregardless. And it was in South Carolina. Yeah. And someone from the crowd was just like, yeah, he was like, that's not a word. It was amazing shit, dude. I'm gonna try to find a link to that and put it down in the comments below. But guys, it's amazing to see this kind of like large groundswell.
Three members of my family, including me, that would be dead, and homeless if it was not for ACA.
It's a groundswell of solidarity, and I gotta fucking love that shit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very cynical, so it's kind of amazing to see this this type of altruism happen in our country. Lastly, all right, so South Africa, in the South African courts today, they ruled in favor of the South African state against Citibank, who was found guilty of collusion, and so Citibank actually settled. They settled when they found out they couldn't win the case, but make a long story short, they're driving up the prices in the markets in order to charge more for South African businesses and investors.
How much was the fee?
Oh, it's $5 million.
Oh, only $5 million?
Yeah. I'm like when I heard it for the first time, I was like, is that not billion? All right, $1 million. All right, fine. So
you mean like
yeah.
a good weekend night out for the refs, basically? Is that for a good weekend night out for the board?
You mean a Tuesday? A Tuesday for the board.
Tuesday
That's
for the
actually
board.
Tuesday for the board. Yeah. So we'll see if that expands. They are actually looking to expand it to Barclays, Merrill Lynch, and I believe it was Bank of America was the last one, but don't quote me on that. But Barclays and Merrill Lynch are up for again another of these lawsuits, round of lawsuits, and it's going to expand to other countries. This is another pushback for this type of, I guess it's economic imperialism, right? World Bank and IMF are really guilty of that when it comes to non-Western countries. That is it.
Sources says the Trump administration today will rescind Obama-era guidance requiring schools to allow transgender kids to use the restroom consistent with their gender identity. Will the Trump administration rescind that guidance?
The president has maintained for a long time that this is a states' rights issue, that this is not something that the federal government should be involved in. This is a states' rights issue. Matt.
Yeah.
We are defending the right of the people of Virginia and of Alabama to decide some questions for themselves.
States' rights is always what people who are attempting to discriminate fall back on.
Always question, always explore. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Woo!